I'm going to make what I know as honey joys. My recipe book tells me they're called honey snaps, but I've always called them honey joys. So I'm going to start with this small pan. I got 60 grams of butter. I just cut it up a little bit, heat it on low. Get my stirring spoon and let it melt a little bit, not really low because this burner is really hot. Add a tablespoon of sugar. I'm using caster sugar. It's the general sugar you cook with, I guess. I think sometimes it's called, no, that's icing sugar. I don't know. Caster sugar. Only other time I've ever not used caster sugar in cooking is probably when I use raw sugar for a banana cake. Or brown sugar if I want to make banana bread and I want it to be a little richer. But generally when the recipe just says sugar, you add caster sugar. It dissolves quicker because it's a bit finer grain than raw or white sugar. Okay, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of honey. It's always fun getting your honey out. This is going to make so much mess. Oh dear. I'm going to have to clean that up later, eh? But, oh, you can hear it, it's trying to boil away there. Give it a stir. We don't want it to boil. Not yet. I think we really want it to boil at all. Most of this out because I probably put a bit much in the actual cup. I usually overfill them because you can't ever get everything out. You can see the poor honey coming out. I'm just going to do this a little longer. These butters mixed in. You gotta basically heat it until the sugar's dissolved. Butter's melted. It's done. I'll let it sit there. I'm still going to stir it because you really do need the sugar to be dissolved before you do anything. Now the recipe tells me to put peanuts in, not in this part with the cornflakes, but you know, when I was a kid at parties I never had honey joys that had peanuts in them, so I'm not going to do that. I don't want to ruin my childhood memories. Okay, I'll take this over here. Put the cornflakes in the bowl. Got my melted butter and all that. So now I need 4 cups of cornflakes. Not crushed or anything, just plain old cornflakes. 4 cups. Hope I get it right. I always lose count at 3 or 4. And I'm just going to pour this in. Sweep it all up. And mix it around. Hope that it coats everything. Everything needs a coat or something, you know, stick together. I always look at these recipes and go, that's got to be too many cornflakes. How the hell is that going to cover all the cornflakes? And I'm looking at it right now and thinking the same thing. But it's supposed to work, so I guess we'll see. Of course, I won't know until I've refrigerated it, whether it works or not. Because, you know, if you undercooked it, you know, didn't cook the sugar enough or something, it's not going to set, it's just going to fall apart. But it doesn't say anything about a length of time, it just says until the butter's melted. It doesn't say anything about, you know, sugar thermometer, nothing like that. I'm just going to... Oh, I can't wait to sink my teeth into some of these. Actually, they hurt my teeth a lot, my gums. But these were definitely one of my favourite party foods when I was a kid. I would always just pray that there were honey joys at parties. You know why I didn't ever just ask my mum to make them? I think we didn't really have a proper recipe. Found the one in our old recipe book. It doesn't... I tried it once when I was older and it didn't seem to work. I think this is pretty thoroughly mixed. In another video I'm about to make, the next video, and fairy bread, my all-time favourite. And the course, of one of my most guilty memories from childhood. Not guilty, ashamed. It wasn't really my fault. I'll tell you that story in the next video though. Okay, got all these cake pans already set out. And I'll put them in. I know I don't ever do it in any order. Try to get them close to each other so they stick together. I'm going to make sure these are nice and big even if it doesn't do all of them. So I reckon it's going to do 12. I'm going to get a spoon for this. Metal spoon. Scoops it better, of course. Yep. So it's made 9. I don't know how many kids. I know I would never have been satisfied with that if I had a party. You know, when I was little. These parties had like at least 20 kids. That's not even one each. So you're going to have to make like 3 times this quantity for a decent kids party spread. Not that I have any kids, but I plan on having them, and I plan on baking them all the goodies that I always wanted at my parties. And probably those kids who are like, oh, I never get takeaway, I never get home cooked food, and they'll be sick of my home cooked snacks. Life bits for me. Now, I'm just going to whack these in the fridge. It takes a couple hours for them to set. Don't really need to show you what they look like set.